The time for talk is finally finished. Because it's time to saddle up Mount Gambier, because here we go.
Fari back upstairs. Oh, McFadden on the back wheels.
Slingshots out at two-wheel-to-wheel. He's on the outside of J-Mac.
Here comes TVG. Slide job on pit. Inside, also Michael Code in the 51. Inside he goes on Stansfield. So it's all rocking and rolling through turn 4. Nicola leads where Alex...
As they come on turn number 2. Jenny line now. Sneaks on the right side of Dilly into turn 3.
Stephen Lyons is the king. He wins the challenge.
Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, round number 3 of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League Midget Series travels to Kokomo Speedway. Good evening, race fans. My name is Brett Wheeler. Thank you for joining us here on this Wednesday evening. Before we get started, of course, a quick shout outs to a couple of our sponsors, not only here at Ultimate Dirt TV, but of course at Midget Super League as well. Of course, we'll start off with the Midget Super League. Of course, a big thanks to JR Productions and Media, Rush Sim Racing, TXR Engineering, and the newest sponsor. We're coming out with an announcement tomorrow, Dirt Division. So we thank those people for coming on board here with the Midget Super League. And of course, our own sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, a big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder R-Racing League, National Oval Racing Association, JR Productions and Media, Black Diamond Motorsports, Monsters of Dirt, and iRacing iFlags. Of course, you can check them out on our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com. Click on the Sponsors tab. You can also click on the Schedule tab, keep up to date, and of course, look at previous race videos that we have done here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Well, last week we seen the Midget Speed Week come to the Kokomo Speedway. Of course, not an official broadcast, but of course we had a stream going there, and well, that was disappointing. So let's hope the drivers are going to turn that one around. So far, in 7 different races so far that Midget Super League have put on, the first 2 rounds, well, in fact it is 6, I believe it is. Or 7 if we go to practice, so we'll go 7. We've had 7 different winners. Can we find another different winner here tonight? Well, we're about to find out because we are get set for qualifying. And just before we get into the qualifying session, we're going to bring up the top 10 in points after 2 rounds of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. They will not be on the page, but Jared Steen leads that field. In fact, we'll go through the point situation here in just a few short moments' time. We'll take a look at some of the drivers on the racetrack. Bradley Oldfield, in fact, was your Speed Week winner last week. Most consistent driver and picked up the most points after the 4 nights of racing. So we'll see the time starting to come through here. Damien Butler, who had a rather, probably a forgettable Speed Week. Not making the show a couple of times, but of course picking up a heat win. Trent Vardy, first time we're seeing him here this season, here in the JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. 13.026. Damien Butler looking at a time of a 13.611. That's going to 27th quick for Damien Butler. Aaron Hutton, Jacob Dixon in the Indy Race Parts number 3 car. 14th quick. Let's get the sound volume turned up just a little bit more. Nathan Clark in 23rd quick. There's Lance Bainton. Peter Honeybell in the KC Tools number 443 entry. 26th quick. Matt McCutcheon with a 12.971. The first driver into the 12-second bracket. Brady Baldwin coming out onto the racetrack now in the Lucas Oils number 47. Of course, tonight we are live across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch as always. Brady Baldwin time coming through. 31st quick. Geez, one that he would forget about as well. Caliber 91, Jared Steen, your points leader. And well, so far not a happy hunting ground for the driver of the number 91 machine, Dylan DeBono. Dylan DeBono in the 017 car. Danny Vassell, second quick. Trent Vardy, Thomas Paul, Aaron Hatton rounds out your top 5. So 38 drivers have officially taken a lap time, and we are less than 8/10 of a second separated first through to position number 38. Dylan DeBono sits 33rd quick with a 13.535, improves the time with a 13.511. And the 39th car to come out, or was supposed to come out and take a lap time, was Ryan Gordon. However, no cigar for the driver of the 888 machine. Hey Robbie, how you going, buddy? I'm good. I'm good. Alright, heat number 1 now. Don't forget the inversion. The fastest qualifiers to come from position number 8. So the 4th row. So the first 8 cars in qualifying will come from row 4 outside and inside. And let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat number 1. Starting on pole with the inversion here for heat race number 1 in car number 502, that's Desmond Hallam. On the outside of your front row in the 021, the Speed Week champion, Bradley Oldfield will start position number 2. Inside second row, car number 32 of Callan Arthur, he will start position 3. At a position number 4, he is second in points. Coming into tonight, car number 11, that's Harry Stewart. Lining up inside, third row, car number 3, Jacob Dixon will start position number 5. On his outside in the 010, Lance Bainton will start position number 6. At a position 7, fifth fastest in qualifying tonight, car number 211, Aaron Hatton starts position number 7. And on his outside, tonight's fastest qualifier, car number 98 of Minimac of Matt McCutcheon. And your 5th and final row, inside and outside, starting position number 9, car number 017, and just missing the inversion by just 1 position. Dylan DeBono will start position 9, and starting at a position number 10, car number 25 of Alan Solitz. Ten laps on the board for round number 3. Heat race number 1 here of the JR Productions and Media Midget Super League, live from the Kokomo Speedway, the virtual Kokomo Speedway that is. Waiting for the green to come out. Here for the opening heat race of the night. Drivers need to tighten them up. Green flag is out. We are underway. Here in heat number 1, and Oldfield going to get the jump down into 1 and 2. And looking straight up on the inside, car number 32 of Callan Arthur. They go 3 wide, 4 wide, nearly 5 wide. Oh, Minimac made the mistake on the outside. He was 5 wide going down into turns 3 and 4 on lap number 1. Oldfield going to lead Stewart. Then you go back to Desmond Hallam. Callan Arthur trying to make a run through the middle again. Aaron Hatton on the inside. Lance Bainton on the top side. So heat number 1, couple of different lines, and with the update coming out to move the inside tyres more to the infield, and it's actually widened out this racetrack, so we might just see a great race later on in the feature event. Here comes Hatton once again down to the low side. Bainton through the middle. Then we go back to Hallam. Look at Minimac trying to rip the cushion. Now it's important that your top 5, we keep an eye on those top 5 positions, because they go straight through to tonight's main event. Hallam puts the slider there on Hatton. Minimac starting to close in on 3rd place, Lance Bainton, but the battle is on. 4 cars trying to fight it out for this final transfer spot, and it'll be a direct transfer spot into tonight's main event. At the moment, that spot belongs to the 211 of Aaron Hatton. Look at, we got Minimac. He goes the outside, inside, looks for the slide up into turns 1 and 2, and nearly parks, nearly stops. Oh no, look at the wheel stand. He nearly stopped in turns 1 and 2. Bainton He kept the foot in the throttle and kept it going on the outside. 7 down with 3 to run. And how about Kalanath, the car number 32? He's made his way into position at number 5. And at the moment, he is holding on by a thread. Jacob Dixon hot on his heels in car number 3. Back out in front, your Speed Week winner. And in fact, the driver that finished 3rd in the Speed Week of Harry Stewart. He had a chance at potentially picking up that Speed Week championship. But an unfortunate incident in the feature event at the start of the final race as the checkered flag comes out. And the win is going to go to Bradley Oldfield. 2nd, going to be Harry Stewart. Matt McCutcheon 3rd. Lance Payton 4th. Kalanath rounds out your top 5. The drivers that will go through to the C&B main: Jacob Dixon, Aaron Hutton, Desmond Hallam, Alan Solit, and Dylan DeBono. That concludes heat number 1. Heat number 2, we'll take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. On pole for heat number 2, car number 41, the Pace Syndicate Rush Sim Racing entry. It's going to be James Robbie. On his outside, car number 31, Ethan Cooper will start position number 2. At a position 3, car number 62 of Rodney James. On his outside, at a position 4, car number 91 of Jared Steen. Lining up at a position at number 5 in car number 97, Ben Morrison. On the outside of that 3rd row, car number 4 of Trent Gosley starts position 6. Daniel Hardigan in car number 447 will start position 7. On his outside, the 446. At a position 8, second fastest in qualifying tonight, Danny Vassell. And your 5th and final row, inside and outside, once again at a position at number 9, car number 71 of Gavin Sadler. And starting position number 10 in the 098, it's Travis Castagna. Heat number 2, the pace truck to the infield. We are set for green flag action. James Robbie and Ethan Cooper lead us through turns 3 and 4. The green flag flies. We are underway. James Robbie got a good start. Rodney James in the red number 62 also got a good start as well. Jared Steen, who's in behind Ethan Cooper. And look at Gosley going straight to the top side into turns 3 and 4. Ben Morrison trying to come through the field as well. Steen puts the slider there on Cooper. Cooper, well, got the internet connection. This has just started blinking in and out. Then very hard for drivers around him to predict where Ethan Cooper was actually going. Ben Morrison around Rodney James. And we stayed green here in the heat races. James Robbie continues to lead in the Pace Syndicate Rush Sim Racing car number 41 car. Right through the middle of turns 1 and 2. Lap 3 complete. Trent Gosley on the outside of that 3rd row. Starting position, he's up to 2nd spot. So got a decent amount of qualifying points, and that's where you gain a lot of your qualifying points as well, is through the qualifying part of the night. Of course, you won't get as much for the heat win, but of course that stops, well, the sandbaggers from trying to capitalise on a qualifying and starting position throughout the heat races. You got a new race leader, Gosley. Robbie's made the mistake. Here comes Hardigan and Steen coming together into turns number 1. So Robbie's now got his hands full trying to look and hold on to position number 2. Hardigan up top following Trent Gosley. Through turns 3 and 4. Down into 1 and 2 we go. 3 laps left to run. And look at Hardigan ripping the top side of the racetrack. Jared Steen in 4th. 5th is Ethan Cooper. And you go back to Ben Morrison, Gavin Sadler, Castagna, Vassell, and Rodney James. That was Hardigan moving up into the line of James Robbie there. So a couple of Kiwis going at it. The white flag flies for heat race number 2. And it is Trent Gosley down into turns number 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag coming out. Trent Gosley with the win. Daniel Hardigan home in 2nd. James Robbie in 3rd. 4th is going to be Jared Steen. Ethan Cooper comes home 5th. A close finish there between Morrison and Sadler. Morrison gets Sadler over Vassal, Castagna and Rodney James to round out heat number 2 for 10 cars. Oi, the boys are turning it on already here in the opening couple of heat races. Let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 3. Heat 3, your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid looks like this. Starting on pole in the 015, that'll be Darren Lord. On the outside of your front row, car number 42, it's Kobe Dent. Harley Smee, car number 57, will start position 3 at a position 4, the Dirt Division. Number 17, car of Matt Hill. At a position 5, car 49, last week's feature winner Zach Phelan starts alongside Peter Honeybell at a position number 6. Murray Howe and Trent Vardy make up row 4 inside outside in your 5th and final row. Darren Palmer and Ryan Gordon out of positions number 9 and 10. So there is your 10 cars for heat number 3, the second half of the heat races. You wait for the green flag to fly here at the Kokomo Speedway. Green flag's out, heat number 3 and round 3 of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. Phelan got a good start. Look at him from 5th up to position number 2. Dent will lead Phelan. Then you go back to Darren Lord, Peter Honeybell looking for that line and looking for 3rd spot on the bottom side of the racetrack. Vardy in all sorts of trouble at the back right now. In comes Harley Smee. Darren Lord getting shuffled back. There's now Matt Hill. Looks to make his way into a transfer spot, run on the bottom side of the racetrack. And, well, even just looking at the track, it looks a whole lot wider as Murray Howe upside down there. As here comes Hill once again, fighting back up on the inside on Darren Lord. Will get that 5th and final transfer spot. Matt Hill looking to put the Tanked SRT Dirt Division car into the show. Smee lost the position, and here comes Trent Vardy. Vardy now back on the inside. Vardy into position 5. Smee back to 6, but I'll tell you what, Smee and Vardy, they continue to go at it for positions 5 and 6. Smee goes up, down low, excuse me. Vardy goes up top. Oh, Harley Smee into the side of Matt Hill. Oh, he would be absolutely fuming right now. Darren Lord pulling into the infield. Ryan Gordon going to get that 5th and final transfer spot. And back up towards the front right now. Kobe Dent, Zach Phelan. Phelan has taken over the race lead with a 3 to run. We'll see if Kobe Dent can make any sort of challenge and charge back into the race lead. You see Darren Lord just sitting there rolling on the bottom side of the racetrack. You're watching the 507 of Trent Vardy. Just in front of him, Matt Hill, a lap down, of course, Harley Smee and Matt Hill coming together. About 4 laps to go, the white flag flies. Final time for heat race number 3. Kobe Dent just lost all sorts of ground there in turns 1 and 2. You see from the pitches above the sky out of turn 4. Zach Phelan gets the win. Kobe Dent will grab 2nd. Peter Honeybell 3rd. Trent Vardy in 4th. Ryan Gordon in 5th. Darren Palmer. And then go back to Matt Hill, Darren Lord, Harley Smee and Murray Howe to round out this 10-car field. Once again here for heat number 3 of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. Round 3 at the Kokomo Speedway. The 4th and final heat race of the night. Of course, we'll once again take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Just the 9 cars in this one. Starting on pole, car number 47, that's Brady Baldwin. On your outside of your front row, car number 505, Nathan Clark will start position number 2. At a position 3, the 007. No, it's not James Bond, but it is Daryl Kirk. He will start alongside caliber 78 of John Schultz. Lining up at a position number 5 in the 003, Callum Davidson. Brett Junior Morris, caliber 38, will start position number 6. Caden Brown, the 097, will start position 7. Thomas Paul, the 305, will start position number 8. And your 9th and final start at the back again, just missing the inversion by about 4 or 5 positions. Caliber 8 of Damien Butler. 9 cars, top 5, straight through to the main event. Everybody else through the B and C main. Get another full server here tonight to contest the 3rd round of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. We get set here for heat number 4. 10 laps on the board once again. Brady Baldwin and Nathan Clark. Green flag is out. We are underway. Baldwin straight to the middle of the racetrack in 1 and 2. 2 and 3 wide. Through turns 1 and 2. Baldwin just gets caught up a little bit there. John Schultz. Look at Caden Brown. 3 wide for the race lead. Now make it 2 wide. Baldwin and Clark going at it once again into turns 1 and 2. Baldwin slides up in front of Clark. He will go to the top side into turns 3 and 4. Brown right through the middle. Who was that trying to pull the move? Brett Junior Morris in the number 18 car. Schultz holding on to position 4. Then you go back to 5th spot. Callum Davis said, oh no, John Schultz into the wall. That's going to make a rough night for the pace syndicate number 78 machine. However, back up to 2nd and 3rd at the moment. Nathan Clark holding off for fast 097 of Caden Brown. In comes the slider into turns 1. He does. He pulls the slide job. Clark will try to turn it back underneath and down the back straight away. Can't do so. Let's look at the front end. Just pick up for Nathan Clark in the 505 machine. Brown continues to work the top side through turn number 1 and 2. We were halfway home that time by. You make this 6 laps in the books for Brady Baldwin. 4 laps left to run. And he will start on the outside of your 2nd row for tonight's A main. Brown still sits in 2nd. Clark in 3rd. 4th is Brett Junior Morris. Callum Davidson in the 003 car. Once again in that bubble spot, the 5th and final transfer position. Then you go back to Damien Butler, who sits in 6th. We'll have a 4 starting position in tonight's B main. Daryl Kirk in 7th. Thomas Paul and John Schultz are both out of this one. A lap and a bit to run, and here goes Brown to the inside. Slide job! Oh! There was some contact into turns 3 just then. Baldwin seen it coming. And he wouldn't be too happy about that, but of course they just continue to race on down into turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Caden Brown gets the win ahead of Brady Baldwin. Nathan Clark home in 3rd. Brett Junior Morris 4th. Callum Davidson 5th. Damien Butler, Daryl Kirk, Thomas Paul and John Schultz to round out 9 cars for heat race number 4. Your C main up next, and you can see the lights are turned on here at the Kokomo Speedway for round number 3 of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. We'll go trackside now to take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Your C main cars, there are 9 of them. 4 of them will go through to the back of tonight's B main. Starting on pole in caliber 015, that's Darren Lord. On the outside of your front row, caliber 305, that's Thomas Paul. Starting inside 2nd row at a position 3, caliber 25 of Alan Solitz. Lining up at a position number 4, caliber 098, Travis Castagna. 3rd row inside at a position 5, car 57, Harley Smee. John Schultz, caliber 78 at a position number 6. Dylan DeBono in the 017 will start position 7. Rodney James in caliber 62 at a position 8, with Murray Howell in caliber 10 lining up at a position at number 9. You can see the track significantly wider here at the Kokomo Speedway. Right where the inside slick line, where the slick starts, that's how far those tyres have been moved in. He says there's a lot of room up for grabs up on the top side of the racetrack. Green flag flies. We are underway in tonight's C Main. It's Darren Lord. Look at him, 3 wide for 3rd, 4th and 5th. And again, remember, top 4 to the main event. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what happened there, but not sure whether that was on my end or whether it was an iRacing issue there. But unfortunately, we never got to see Rodney James go upside down as there goes Thomas Paul. Seems to be our trading paints has gone funny. Alright. Just doing it again. Really not too sure what's going on right now, but well, hopefully Trading Paints is going to update very, very quickly as John Schultz tries to put the moves there on Harley Smee. Couldn't do it. 4 down. 8 to run in your C Main. Your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. Thomas Paul, the 305, will lead. Darren Lord, Harley Smee in 3rd. John Schultz 4th. And you go back to Travis Castagna. There's 3 cars already back on pit road. And you hate to see it. Dylan DeBono, Murray Howell, Rodney James. Their nights are done. Alan Solet, Travis Castagna. At the moment, those 2 drivers are on the outside looking in. Smee gets into the back of Darren Lord at a turn 2. Smee goes for the big slider into turns 3. Lord not close enough with the crossover. We'll just tuck in line behind the 57, knowing that he doesn't need to do anything silly right now to transfer into your B. The Pace Syndicate number 78 machine of John Schultz. Again, on the bubble spot. You want to hope that bubble does not burst, as Travis Castagna will be that first car that will miss out in tonight's C Main. Two to run for your leader, Thomas Paul. Out in front in caliber 305. Second spot, Harley Smee. Darren Lord in 3rd, and 4th is still John Schultz. As the white flag flies here at the Kokomo Speedway, down into turns number 3 and 4. 4 drivers advancing. Those drivers will be Thomas Paul, Harley Smee, Darren Lord, and John Schultz. Their round number 3 quest continues. However, Travis Castagna, Alan Solet, Dylan DeBono, Murray Howe, and Rodney James, they are all going home right now after that C Main. Let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for tonight's B Main. Alright, 15 cars. 4 will go through once again. Starting on pole, car number 3, Jacob Dixon. Starting position 2, car number 97, Ben Morrison. Second row, inside out of position 3, car 96 of Darren Palmer. Damien Butler, car number 8, will start position 4. Out of position 5, the 211 of Aaron Hatton. Gavin Sadler, car 71, will start position 6. Matt Hill, car number 17, will start position 7. Darryl Kirk, the 007, out of position number 8. Desmond Hallam, car number 502, will start position 9. Out of position 10, it's Danny Vassell. And you go back to your 4 transferees from the C Main. Thomas Paul, Harley Smee, out of positions 11 and 12. Darren Lord out of position 13, with John Schultz rounding out this 14 car field. So the top 4 will go through to tonight's A Main. And I believe it'll be 50 laps around the Kokomo Speedway. Green flag is out. As Dixon and Morrison. Nope, it's going to be Dixon to lead down the back straightaway. Sadler moves up the inside on Damien Butler. Oh, Sadler, I'm not sure if he got into the right rear there. I'm just trying to find out who that was. It might have been Darren Palmer, who's now been shuffled back as Well, look at Damien Butler trying to run through the middle. 3 wide up on the inside there. He's got a couple of cars in front of him right now. Darryl Kirk and Danny Vassell. Here comes Matt Hill trying to make his way into what could be a top 5 position after this one is out. Aaron Hatton holds on to the 4th and final transfer spot. Damien Butler trying to work the inside of the racetrack. Car around Thomas Paul upside down. That'll be his night done and dusted. He had a good run in the sea. Matt Hill getting a little loose there on the exit of turn number 4. He's going to fall back to position number 7. Butler in 6th. Danny Vassell in 5th. But again, your top 4. Jacob Dixon, Ben Morrison, Gavin Sadler, and Aaron Hatton. Those 4 drivers, again, their quest and their journey continues to make it into this 24-car field A main journey. 6 down, 9 to run in tonight's B main. This track just might be alright come feature time. It's got a slick groove developing all the way around the bottom side of the racetrack. The middle's there. Drivers are making the top side work. So, again, these boys just might be able to make it work. And hopefully we get to see some good laps here tonight. Dixon once again trying to put the moves on the inside of Ben Morrison. But Morrison too good on the top side. On the cushion at the moment. Here goes the battle for the 4th and final transfer spot. Here comes Danny Vassell in Canavan. Well, it's 446 on the ticker, but I believe that'll be... Here it is, Canavan 97 that was. So Hatton again still holding on and just got 5 laps left to run. In this B main tonight. Here goes Vassell to the outside in turns 3. But it's the momentum that Aaron Hatton carries through the center of 3 and 4. And on the exit of turn 4, Dixon a little out of shape there. Vassell flirting with that opening now with the right rear tire of his car. And time is really starting to run out for the driver of the number 97 machine, Danny Vassell. Sadler gets back by Aaron Hatton. Sadler a little high there. Hatton goes underneath and they race side by side, and Vassell's got nowhere to go except but to watch this battle unfold. Oh no, contact. Sadler and Hatton, they come together, and Vassell now. He moves into position number 4. And the white flag flies for Ben Morrison, car number 97. Who turns 3 and 4 just circulates on the bottom side. Your top 4 to go through. Ben Morrison gets the win ahead of Jacob Dixon. Aaron Hatton home in 3rd with Danny Vassell home in position number 4. Gavin Sadler in 5th. Matt Hill in 6th. Damien Butler. Darren Palmer in 7th and 8th. John Schultz 9th. Desmond Hanlon in 10th. And you go back to Harley Smee, Darryl Kirk, Darren Lord, and Thomas Paul. That is preliminary action complete. We'll take a quick break. On the other side of this, you're watching the JR Productions and Media Midget Super League live from the Kokomo Speedway. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV for tonight's coverage of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. Round number 3 here at the Kokomo Speedway. It is time for your 40-lap main event. Let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. We'll quickly go through your lineup. Bradley Oldfield, Trent Gosley in row number 1. Row 2, Zach Phelan and Caden Brown. Row 3, going to be Harry Stewart, Daniel Hardigan. Row 4, Kobe Dent, Brady Baldwin. Matt McCutcheon and James Robbie in row 5. Peter Honeybell, Nathan Clark in row 6. Row 7, Lance Bainton, Jared Steen. Row 8, Trent Vardy and Brett Junior Morris. We'll go back to Callan Arthur and Ethan Cooper in row number 9. Row 10, Ryan Gordon, Callum Davidson, Ben Morrison, Jacob Dixon, Aaron Hatton and Danny Vassell. Your 24 starters in this one. Alright, so make that 23 starters in this one, as we had our 6th place starter, Daniel Hardigan. Well, he did not make the grid. Alright, it is 40 laps on the board. Pace truck will move to the infield. Green flag set to fly on the exit of turn number 4. The JR Productions and Media Midget Super League, round number 3 from the Kokomo Speedway. Let's get naughty for 40. We are underway in tonight's main event. Everybody so far getting through turns 1 and 2, and now we'll start to get through turns number 3 and 4. A-OK. For the moment, we get 1 lap in, and we are now yellow towards the end of this one. And it's just the cars, a couple of cars involved in this one. I believe Peter Honeybell might have been one of those cars caught up involved in that one. Take a look now at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. See what happened. Keep an eye on the first pink and black KC Tools car. Just got a little bit of a helping hand there by Callum Davidson in your 003 machine, as he's now the car that has been sent to the rear of the field. And in fact, we go on board thanks to Black Diamond Motorsports with your Black Diamond Motorsports onboard camera angles right now. And there he was, the 003 machine, just catching a piece of the 39 as the lights will turn off on the pace truck as you come back to live pictures from the virtual Kokomo Speedway. Alright, so now Bradley Oldfield gets to fire whenever he wants as soon as he gets into turns 3 and 4. Phelan, he got on the gas with him, but of course you can do that. The car on the inside as Oldfield continues to run the low side. Phelan, now look at him, just fanning out 2, 3 and 4 wide once again. Stewart picking up the front wheels there in the center of turn number 3 and 4. And Harry Stewart again, who is sort of locked in a points battle after a couple of rounds with the driver of the number 91 machine, who happens just to be a couple of cars in front of him. Ben Morrison turns the 11, and we go yellow once again. So there in comes Ben Morrison. No. Sure did get a little loose there in turns 3. You see the run that Morrison got. Doesn't sound like he backed out of it. Again, you can be the judge of that, but it looks like there'll be no penalties handed out for that one just yet. as the pace truck to the infield, and here we go. Green flag flying back out here at the virtual Kokomo Speedway. Phelan up top leads about 3 cars behind him of Trent Gosley. Caden Brown was in that pack as well, along with Matt McCutcheon. McCutcheon comes through the middle now, down into turns 1 and 2. McCutcheon puts a slider, and look at Brady Bolton running the bottom side as well. Nearly 3 wide down your back straightaway. Brown tries to put the slider on Matt McCutcheon. He will do so as here comes Bolton looking up the inside, just running the bottom side right now. He's trying to move into second position. Phelan now right through the middle, and look at Trent Gosley on the top side. 3 wide as the yellow flag flies. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Second, third and fourth, they were 3 wide. And we're not going to attempt to dissect what happened there at the back of the field. The lights out on the pace truck, your racing.com pace truck. So single file restarts should be in order for the rest of the night. And we are 16 down, 24 to run. Oldfield had pulled out a bit of a sizable gap back to Trent Gosley, Zach Phelan, and Caden Brown, and Minimac, Matt McCutcheon as well. Brady Bolton was in there as well. Brown, oh no, there it is. And yellow flag going to quickly fly here in turns number 1 and 2. And we've seen that happen live as we're going into turns 1 and 2. Again, we get to take a look at your wicket cushion instant replay. Brown just checked up for Phelan. In fact, it was Phelan who hit the outside ball. Now we take a look once again at your Black Diamond Motorsports onboard camera. Let's take a look now from the 49 camp. It doesn't really show the best angle. Yeah, the car just bounced just a little bit. The only silver lighting in these cautions is that they're only about 25-26 seconds long. Oldfield, Gosley and McCutcheon. McCutcheon better be careful, because that could have been a black flag, and of course that'll come back down to that driver Phelan, looking to pick up 2 for 1 there in turns 1 and 2. Phelan down low, Gosley up top. Who also run at the top side, that is James Robbie in the Rush Sim Racing number 41 car. Brady Baldwin, who was very quick on the bottom side before a couple of yellows ago. He's continued to work down low as Nathan Clark goes through the infield. Brady Baldwin, Zach Phelan come together. Well, Baldwin kept it going, and I believe so did Phelan, but the caution is at the back here. And I think it was Caden Brown in that one once again, and just might have been just stuck out there by himself. So this driver's having to get in a rhythm. Just continually, basically, stop, start, stop, start. So we're going to complete lap 25. We'll also complete lap 26 under yellow when we get the green flag. Start lap number 27 of 40 means 14 to go. Pace truck will move to the infield. There he goes, Bradley Oldfield. Just patiently waiting, and waiting. Green flag is out, and now he's certainly going to have his hands full, because if Minimac gets the run on the top side, like Minimac knows how to, James Robbie trying to come through the middle as well. Gosley up on the outside. Clark and Phelan come together. Now here comes Brady Bolbin back up on the inside as well. Oh, Clark, Phelan around. Phelan not going to go 2 for 2. Jared Steen caught up in that one. Couple of cars coming through. Ryan Gorton involved as well. Aaron Hatton upside down. So 3 cars upside down in turns number 1 and 2. As the laps are starting to wind down, we are now inside of 10 laps left to run here in tonight's third round of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League from the virtual Kokomo Speedway. Again, it'll be Bradley Oldfield to start. Matt McCutcheon and Trent Gosley sit second and third. Green flag once again. And we're underway. Who's going to park it on the front straightaway? Oldfield was bouncing that front end. Here comes Junior Morris. Whoa, James Robbie that was. Bolbin on the inside of Clark. He straightens him up. We got Dixon around. I believe that was. No, in fact, it might have been Vardy. Excuse me. I'll tell you who's going to be liking this at the moment, although you'd rather win and lead majority of the 40 laps without a caution, but every time these cautions come out, it's 3 laps less that Bradley Oldfield has to worry about Matt McCutcheon trying to pass him, and now you throw in Brett Junior Morris as well into the podium. So 4 to run in what what used to be the point of no return. We don't have to worry about that one because we have green-white checkers situation for these drivers, and well, we'll find out. See if we can get these next 4 laps in. McCutcheon, tried to jump the start on Oldfield, and he just sort of held back just a little bit. As look at him just continues to run the bottom side. Gosling now up on the outside, looking back for that podium position. So there's definitely a couple of grooves, a top and a bottom side. It's about who can get the best drive on the exit of the turn, and it looks like it might just be the bottom side of the racetrack course. They are going the shortest way around this racetrack here, as we've got 2 to run for your race leader. Bradley Oldfield from Matt McCutcheon. Brett Junior Morris in third, fighting it out with Trent Gosley up on the outside. And the white flag is going to fly this time by for Bradley Oldfield into turns number 1 and 2, excuse me. Down your back straight away for the final time. Round number 3 of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League win goes to Bradley Oldfield. Second going to be Matt McCutcheon. Trent Gosley gets third. Oh boy, what a finish that was for the final podium positions. Take a look at those results coming up on your screen right now. Bradley Oldfield gets the win ahead of Matt McCutcheon and Trent Gosley in third. We'll chat to those 3 drivers post-race interviews in just a few short moments. Brett Junior Morris, James Robbie, Home in positions number 4 and 5. Callan Arthur in 6. Nathan Clark, Peter Honeybell, Harry Stewart, Caden Brown will round out your top 10. We go back to Lance Bainton, Ryan Gorton, Danny Vassell, Callum Davidson and Brady Bowman. The 15th car and the 15th and final car to finish on the lead lap. There is your winner, Trent Vardy, Aaron Hutton, Zach Phelan, Jared Steen, Kobe Dent, Ben Morrison, Ethan Cooper, Jacob Dixon and Daniel Hardigan. The 23 starters, Daniel Hardigan did not make the call for tonight's feature event. Take a quick break and come back on the other side of this. We'll chat with your top 3 in tonight's main event.
The time for talk is finally finished. Because it's time to saddle up Mount Gambier, because here we go.
Fari back upstairs. Oh, McFadden on the back wheels.
Slingshots out at two-wheel to wheel. He's on the outside of J-Mac.
Here comes TVG. Slide job on pit. Inside, also Michael Code in the 51. Inside he goes on Stansfield. So it's all rocking and rolling through turn 4. Nicola leads where Alex...
As they come on turn number 2, Jenny line out, sneaks through the low side nearly into turn 3.
Stephen Lyons is the king. He wins the challenge.
All right, we'll chat to our top 2. I don't think... where's Mr. Bradley Oldfield gone? Alright, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to chat with our 3rd place finisher here tonight, driving the number 4 machine. It's going to be Trent Gosley. Trent, congratulations on this 3rd place run here tonight, man. A hell of a battle between yourself and Morris there in those final 4 laps. How was the track and how was your car tonight?
Yeah, that was a hell of a race for second the whole race. It seemed like Brad had it on rails down the bottom, but other than that, no, it was good fun. It was a little bit rough up top, which made it a bit more exciting.
Do you think with the update with the track or the tyres moved to the further into the infield, do you think that sort of helped this track to have multiple lines rather than sort of just hammered on the top side of the racetrack?
I think it has. I think obviously Brad showed that you can roll the bottom here and just pull away from the rest of us trying to drive the top. But it's definitely made for a lot wider racing and good racing.
Well, track that was fairly slick tonight. Again, you guys had to really move all over this racetrack to find where the fastest line to find the grip around here. Congratulations on this 3rd place run here tonight. We'll let you get out of here, but before we do, why don't you go ahead and thank some people and some sponsors as well.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, I just want to thank WP Concreting, Auto Kings and Snap-on Blacktown and MFR Racing for letting me drive for them.
All right, congratulations goes to Trent Gosley, home in 3rd place. Home in 2nd place tonight, the driver of the 00 car, the Rush Sim Racing entry. It is none other than Chicken Legs himself of Matt McCutcheon. Matt, congratulations on the 2nd place run here tonight. You certainly had your chances in those last sort of 10 to 12 laps on those restarts, but I guess in the end, Brad was just too good on the bottom side. And, 2nd place will have to do for you for tonight.
Yeah, man, no, but that was an awesome race. So I've, Kokomo being like that, I've never seen it like that. And, having a bottom run that was that strong, I've never seen it like that. It was a technical little track, so created for some awesome little battles.
Do you think the reason why we had this is because of the update with the inside tyres being moved in? It's been able to sort of take that, not only take that top away, but it really brings that bottom side back in?
Yeah, like I haven't actually been on for this update. So when I ran the top foot, I didn't realize, like the top isn't as dominant anymore. When you're racing the top, usually you can lean on it and you feel it underneath your right rear, but I didn't really feel it tonight. So yeah, obviously the bottom has been quickened up and it looks fast. So it looks like we're all gonna have to try and run the bottom now and try and get the gear set right and try and get the car right so we can do that.
Well, plenty of things to think about later on throughout the season, but congratulations on the second place run here tonight. We'll let you get out of here, and before we do, of course, sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, I'd obviously like to thank Brett Wheeler and the team at MSL. You guys put on an awesome race tonight with an awesome little technical track. I haven't seen one like that before, so that was awesome. And obviously, I'd love to thank Rushton Racing for sponsoring us, and especially the Harry and Ryan there and all the guys there. Awesome team.
All right, there we go. Matt McCutcheon home in second place tonight. I believe he led all 40 laps of tonight's main event in the driver of the 21S, the Snap-On. He was your Speed Week champion, and now he is a round number 3 champion here in the JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. It is none other than Bradley Oldfield. Bradley, congratulations on this victory. I was just saying about how you picked up the Speed Week Championship, and will you continue that good run of form, and now you come away with a win here in round number 3 of the series?
Yeah, no, it was good. I knew coming into this would have a little bit of pace once the track goes away. I was able to keep my car tight in the bottom. It would prove good coming off the corners. But in this series, I've had a couple iffy rounds, but it was good to finally get a good result. But it was those cautions were saving me in the long runs. I feel like the guys on top were a little bit faster than me, but it was annoying how we couldn't quite get some good racing in. But it is what it is, and I'm happy to get away with the win.
Going back to last week, here at Kokomo, it was meant to be sort of a day after the update, but it turned out to be a day before. So was the track, obviously with those tyres moving to the infield, obviously that helped you sort of in that long run, because sometimes the fast way around the racetrack is the shortest way.
Yeah. With the tyres being moved more down, it was proved to make the bottom last a little bit longer, and that ultimately helped me.
All right, well, congratulations on the win here in round number 3 of the JR Productions and Media Midget Super League at round 3 at Kokomo. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate, but before we do, sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
No worries. Who is our sponsor?
I would have a clue.
Snap-On. Snap-On is my sponsor. But all of this, hosting it, is really good.
All right, there we go. I have no idea which channel to drag him out to, but congratulations goes to Bradley Oldfield, who gets the victory here at the Kokomo Speedway. That'll wrap us up for round number 3 of the JR Productions and Media Midget Super League here at the Kokomo Speedway. Of course, you can see those tyres in the grass and just the difference that it has made when it comes to dry. Or these guys are certainly putting on a show. Of course, before we go from tonight, of course, we want to give a shout out to the Midget Super League sponsors. And of course, you can see those rotating down the bottom hand of the left-hand side of the screen. Of course, a big thanks to, obviously, Midget Super League for putting it on. Of course, a big thanks to JR Productions and Media, Rush Sim Racing, TXR Engineering, and Dirt Division. You can check them out on their social media pages. And of course, our own sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV for another 13 weeks here as the new season has just started. And of course, those wonderful people that are helping us not only throughout the Australian leagues, but of course, every broadcast that we have here over the next 13 weeks. And those wonderful people, big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder iRacing League, National Oval Racing Association, JR Productions and Media, Black Diamond Motorsports, Monsters of Dirt, and iRacing iFlags. Don't forget to head over to our website, www.ultimatedirttv.com. Click on the sponsors tab and keep up to date with our schedule. We are off tomorrow. It's a rare appearance where we are off. Our next broadcast will be Thursday with the Extreme Motorsports 99.com Pro Late Model Series at 10:40 a.m. Sydney time. And it'll be 8:40 p.m. Eastern time for the Americans on a Thursday night. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, we say farewell and good night from the Kokomo Speedway. And congratulations goes to Bradley Oldfield.